favourite. Lighters on. Gates open now. Sant Reparata went back to the tail of the field when they hit the ground, and Kingston Dawn is back second last. And Franco Lira, Ridden Hard, takes up the lead, followed by Master Tim's and Keen Edge. In behind those then Wild Reasoning, followed further back to Once a Blue Moon. Caught wide was Siddeley, jaunt between runners, followed by Kingston Dawn. Getting up along the inside, Sant Reparata, and back towards the tail, Dr. White. They're fairly tightly bunched as they settle down and race down the back, 1100 out. And the leader was Wild Reasoning, a length in front. Master Tim's second, followed by Keen Edge. Franco Lira, Once a Blue Moon, goes up on the outside but caught very wide, and still off the track was Kingston Dawn as they race towards that first turn. Between runners, John, followed by Sant Reparata, a length and a half Siddeley, and Dr. White as last of all as they leave the back and race down the side past the 800 metre mark, and down on the inside it's Wild Reasoning, the leader, joined now by Franco Lira on the outside, a length and a half Master Tim's. Keen Edge getting a good run on the inside, then Once a Blue Moon, followed by Kingston Dawn, who's been off the track for the entire journey. Between runners, John, followed by Sant Reparata, then Siddeley and Dr. White as last of all as they race up towards the home turn. Race 1 Canberra, 450 metres to go, and Franco Lira in the centre of the leader. Franco Lira raced to the lead at the top of the straight. Wild Reasoning's down on the inside. Master Tim's running on. In behind those, Once a Blue Moon, and now Kingston Dawn putting in a run, followed by Siddeley, and Dr. White's very wide as they race down to the 200. Here's Kingston Dawn out towards the centre. Kingston Dawn raced up and hit the lead. Keen Edge getting up along the inside. It's Kingston Dawn and Keen Edge, but Kingston Dawn is drawing away, and the favourites home in the first. A very soft win indeed. Kingston Dawn, Siddeley second, Keen Edge third. In behind those then, Once a Blue Moon, followed by Jaunt, Dr. White, Master Tim, Sant Reparata, then Franco Lira, and the last one home in the opening race was Wild Reasoning.
Okay, 110.6 there, Kingston Dawn. Too good for Siddeley and Keen Edge for race 1 at Canberra. Okay, now.
Liner set, lights on. They're racing. Now, Certami down towards the inside, got away well, and Furable up running second, followed by Millgrove, and further back to Luck, followed by Folklocracy and Martian, that's up on the outside. On settling down as they race down the back of the track, they've got about 1,300 to go, and the leader was Certami. Doing it quite nicely out in front, Certami, a length in front of Furable. A similar margin then Millgrove, followed by Martian, moving up on the outside. Pulling back towards the tail of the field, Folklocracy, and up on the outside was Luck. As they race down the back of the track, down towards the 1,000 metre mark, little change in the order, where the leader was Certami, a length and 3/4 in front of Furable. 3/4 of a length off then Millgrove, going well down on the inside. A length behind those Martian as they leave the back and race down the side. Further back then, Folklocracy, and a half a length to Luck on the outside as last. Racing down the side, they've got about 750 metres to go. Little change in the order, where the leader was Certami, 3/4 of a length in front of Furable, a length and a half behind those. Then on the inside, Millgrove, and Martian starts a run on the outside. A break of about 2 then to Luck, and down on the inside was Folklocracy. Up towards the turn, and still the leader was Certami, a length and a half Furable, followed then by Millgrove, angling off the rails, and up on the outside next behind those then Martian, and further back behind those Folklocracy and Tulaka's last. Around the home turn, 350 metres to go, and Certami kicked away. Certami about 2 in front, giving chase as Millgrove, followed by Martian out wider, back behind those Furable, and further back Folklocracy, but inside the 200, and Certami is giving plenty. Millgrove is trying hard on the outside, and back behind those Martian. It's Certami and Millgrove, and now Martian is flying. They hit the line. A good three-way go, Martian. Martian on the outside has got up to beat Millgrove. Down on the inside was Certami, followed by Furable, and further back in the field then came Folklocracy, and Tulak was along last. Small field, but a good finish. Now the time for the race, 1:37.53, 1:37.53, and the last 638.71. Well, Martian took a long time to get wound up, but has finished very strongly. Number 3 is the winner, Martian, ridden by Grant Buckley, trained at Warwick Farm by Brian Smith. Number 3 is the winner, Martian, trained by Brian Smith, Grant Buckley riding in top form. And number 6, Millgrove, second, Matthew Carl for John Morrissey, and third, number 1, Certami, John Scourse for Bob Hare. So the numbers are 3, 6, 1, they're official.
3, 6 and 1 there, and a Martian at 260, 180, 140. No third dividend for Certami. An interesting race there. Race number 2 from Canberra. 5:40 stormy day. That's for race number 3 at Canberra. Shortly to Tony Campbell. 7 away Horsham, and the next is at Canberra.
Yeah, good on you, Nick. Moving in, third event. It's the King Financial Services 3-year-old Class 1 handicap. Now Matthew joins us right across Australia. This is the third event. Some light rain falling here in the nation's capital at the moment. It's not very heavy, just misty type of rain. All the rage is Stasira, trained by Brian Smith here. Now Androtsman goes up. Small field, but a very interesting race. Stasira, Brian Smith trained the previous winner, Martian. Grant Buckley, and Grant Buckley is also on Stasira here. It's around about $1.50 on the tote. Now, waiting on Bias Bay and Stormy Day. There is a riderless one over there too, Stan Marker's riderless. Johnny Scorse out of the saddle. Yeah, a little bit of light rain persisting here at the moment. I don't think we'll get much at this stage. Now, Stormy Day from the Morrissey stable led up towards the line. Stanmark is the riderless one out. Stanmark is trained by Barbie Joseph. John Scorse was a good winner at Goulburn, won a maiden at Goulburn its last start. Now, still waiting on Stanmark to move along. Just repeating that late riding change in the last race, race 8, number 1, Brockenhurst. Alan Abrahams replaced Larry Mortell. So that's the late riding change, race 8, Canberra. 1, Brockenhurst, Alan Abrahams replacing Larry Mortell. Now it's just waiting on Stanmark. They've got Stanmark almost in. Stanmark goes up. Stasira stands up, so too does Indrotsman and Bias Bay. They're all in the 1400 metre barrier stalls for the third event, the King Financial Services handicap. Just waiting on that light. They're set. They're racing, a good level start. Indrotsman down towards the inside, got away well, and Stormy Day is prominent, followed further back behind those in the field. Stasira followed then by Stanmark, and Bias Bay is dropping out to last. On settling down as they race down the back, and keen to go a little bit faster, Stormy Day is the leader. 2 in front of Stasira, half a length behind those on the inside, Indrotsman. Just on a length then, Stanmark is second last with the mouth open and keen to go faster, and Bias Bay is last of all, but there's only about 3 lengths between first and last. As they leave the back and race down the side, and still with the mouth open, Stormy Day leads. A length Stasira, followed by Androtsman, third down on the inside. Just on a length then, Stanmark is second last, and a length and a half then, Bias Bay last of all. Racing down in the direction of the 600 metre mark. Little change in the order where Stormy Day is the leader. Now Stasira gets closer on the outside, almost joins Stormy Day. As they race up towards the turn, they've got nicely clear about 2 in front of Indrotsman. On the outside, Stanmark, and about 2 or 3 then at the tail of the field, Bias Bay. Around the home turn, 400 metres to go, and down on the inside, Stormy Day is the leader, shaken up. Stasira on the outside is running on. About 2 or 3 behind those, then Indrotsman, followed by Bias Bay, and Stanmark is the widest runner. Halfway down the straight, Stormy Day is giving plenty. Stasira's on the outsides, having another go now. It's Stormy Day taken on by Stasira, getting home late, Bias Bay. It's Stasira the leader near the line, Bias Bay getting home late but too late, and Stasira a winning double to Grant Buckley and Brian Smith. Now second was Bias Bay, close for third, Stormy Day or Stanmark, and the last one was Indrotsman.
Okay, 4, 2 and 6 there. 4, 2 and 6, 221, 20, 220 and no third dividend on race number 3 at Canberra. Alrighty, now let's look at other things, and that's this finish coming up. At Horsham, they're not far away from the start. There's the winner, Strazira, the favourite saluting there at Canberra under the overcast conditions there. Good ride too, wasn't it? And that horse going to the line, hard hilt really, plenty up its sleeve.
Line is set now, and away they go. Now, Star of Windsor was slowly away. He's back last when they hit the ground, and Pride Rock is the early leader. Now, going up on the outside was Ratu, followed by Justin Injure third. A break behind those sorting themselves out, Montana Pearl, followed by Wattway. Bellbrook is up on the outside, followed by Sporting, and down on the inside was Star of Windsor. As they settle down and race down the back inside the 1200, and the Dubbo Galloper, Ratu is the leader. 2 in front of Pride Rock, settling down well. A half a length, Justin Injure third third on the inside. A length and a half, Montana Pearl. Oh, throwing the head around. Bellbrook is dropping back through the field. Wattway's down on the inside, followed by Sporting, and Star of Windsor down on the inside. As they race down the side of the track, they've got about 850 metres to go, and Ratu lobbing along a length and a half in front. Pride Rockers second. A half a length third on the inside, Just a Ninja, followed by Bellbrook gaining ground. In behind those, Montana Pearl. A further break behind those, gaining a bit of ground, was Star of Windsor, followed then by Wattway, and about two then Sporting last of all, as they race up towards the turn. They've got about 550 to go, and still the leader, Ratu. Ratu leads the field around the turn. Off the rails, running on is Pride Rock now, and Bellbrook goes up quickly on the outside. Further back to Montana Pearl, followed by Star of Windsor, and back behind those, Just a Ninja. In the straight with about 300 to go, he's got to go for Ratu. Pride Rock's having a go on the outside, and Bellbrook is there, followed by Montana Pearl, and Sporting the widest runner. Here's a great go with about 150 metres to go. It's Pride Rock the leader. They're coming at Pride Rock. Sporting on the outside is the one. Sporting race to the lead near the line, and Sporting is too good. Sporting first. Now Montana Pearl second. Third, I think, Star of Windsor just in front of Bellbrook. Pride Rock couldn't go on, followed then by Ratu, then Just a Ninja, Wattway, and they were the last pair across the line. Ridden by John Scorse. Sporting right down the outside, ridden by John Scorse, trained by Barbara Joseph, and as a 5-year-old brown gelding by Groucho out of Fashion Play. Number 4, the winner, Sporting, in a good finish, ridden by John Scorse. Second, number 3, Montana Pearl, Alan Abrahams. And third, number 7, Star of Windsor, ridden by Matthew Carl. So the numbers are official on race 4. 4:37. 2 was fourth, Bellbrook. Now the time for the race, 1:36.62. 1:36.62. And the sectional, 39.10. Now they're getting so turbulent up towards the gates. I think they've got an hour. Yes, so turbulent has gone in. So they're set. The Endeavour Consulting Group Class 6. Now the starter coming around to release the field. A very good race this. They're racing. Now, Charlie Horse was last out of the gates and showing good speed was Letta Ripui. Up prominent was Harmony Girl, and going up 3 wide, Jumry. In behind those for Granted down on the inside. Up on the outside there was Territorial. A length or so centre field, Sir Turbulent, followed by Beauvale. And Charlie Horse is last. They're going helter-skelter as they race down towards the 600. There's a line of 3. Letta Ripui on the rails in the centre. Harmony Girl and Jumry out 3 wide. About a length and a half behind those for Granted, followed by Territorial. Up on the outside next was So Turbulent, followed further back to Beauvale, and Charlie Horse last, but around the turn, and Letta Ripui down on the inside is the leader. Harmony Girl moves up on the outside, followed then by Territorial. For Granted putting in a run, 3 out from the inside, and then Jumry and Beauvale is coming down the outside. Here's a big finish with about 150 metres to go. Under the whip, Letta Ripui is the leader. Territorial trying hard, and Beauvale out wide's the one. Beauvale reached the lead near the line, and Beauvale in a tremendous finish. Beauvale, Territorial second, Letta Ripui. Now Charlie Horse flew on the outside. In behind those then Sir Turbulent, followed by For Granted, Harmony Girl, and pulling up quickly was Jumry.
Well, Beauvale at big odds, 15.10 and 3.10, 150 and 240 for race 5 at Canberra, 2, 3 and 7. Horsham race 7, Lombo Repeater at 240, Western Lights at $3.80. They're moving up for race number 7.
Side Coupe de Monde stands up. Calais, Pelicanos. The big field stands up well. They're under starters orders now, race 6. Oh, there's one rearing. Oh, Wind Squall almost threw the rider out the back, John Scorse. Wind Squall, one of the favourites with Calais here. Settles down again, the light is on. Away they go, and ASI down towards the inside got away well. Idaho's Pride and Pelicanos was slowly away, and Meet the Stars back about third last as they sort themselves out, and down towards the inside ASI has taken on and headed by Wind Squall, and Calais moves to third. In behind those Inner Circle, followed by Coupe de Monde and Jones Jr. Back behind those Ignacio sorting themselves out, followed then by Harrogate. Idaho's Pride's on the outside. Further back in the field then came Go Joe Go. A break in the field then Nadi Thong, followed then well back was Meet the Stars, followed by Our Irish Hope, and then back towards the tail was Pelicanos, and down towards the inside there was Constant Opera as they race up towards the turn, and the leader as they swing around the turn, Wind Squall, about a head in front of ASI down towards the inside, now going up very wide, inner circles running on, followed back behind those in the field, then Ignacio followed by Jones Jr. Coupe de Mons down towards the inside, followed then by Lift Your Game, Harrogate as well back, followed by Meet the Stars, Go Joe Go, and out very wide Idaho's Pride, inside the 200, Wind Squall the leader, now Calais going out after Wind Squall very, very quickly, inner circle followed by Ignacio, it's Wind Squall taken on by Calais, Wind Squall just in front near the line, they hit the line all close, very, very close, Wind Squall or Calais, now third it's very close again, Jones Jr., inner circle Meet the Stars and Ignacio all in a group, in behind those Harrogate followed by Coupe de Monde, ASI further back to Lift Your Game, followed then by Nutty Thong, Our Irish Hope never really a chance, Go Joe Go, Pelicanos, and pulling up quickly Idaho's Pride and Constant Opera. Very close this one. We have Wind Squall and Calais splitting the line with not all that much between them. The particular horses, Wind Squall, John Scourse, and Calais, Matthew Carl. Calais trained by John Morrissey, and Wind Squall trained by Barbara Joseph in a very close finish indeed. No result as yet, and it's anybody's guess for third. There was a heap of them across the line for the minor placing, but we'll have all numbers in just a moment following the running of race 6.
Well, it is close, as you can see, and wouldn't hazard a guess as to who's won that one. It's a pretty tight go. Meantime, at Gosford for race number 5. We better get there. Let's take you there, and once again, here's John.
Right, Nick, this is the 5th event runners coming in.
For our good friends in Western Australia, 11, 12, and we'll check third in a moment there. We do think about those folks there in Western Australia, of course, having to put up the Cyclone John, and obviously wasn't as bad as a lot of people thought. Downgraded from 5 to 4, which is good, but we are thinking of you over there in the West.
They're boxed under starters' orders. This is race 7 of 8. There's the light. And away they go. Yarrow placed down towards the inside, got away below us. Sir Griff missed it. Sir Griff has missed it by a big space. Now Gregan is prominent soon after the start, followed then by the Lioness going around them. Then Summer Gold and Crown Chief, followed by Vanelli on the inside. In that group, Cinnamon Sky, followed by Sunamar. Getting well back in the field, County Harvest, followed by Sweet Spirit. And after that slow getaway, Sir Griff is back at the tail of the field. Down the side, 700 out, and the Lioness has raced away. The Lioness about 4 in front. The stablemates running second, Yarrow place. Gregan is third, followed by Cinnamon Sky, then Summer Gold. Back centre field as they race towards the turn was Crown Chief. Sunamar back centre field too, giving the leaders a big start, followed further back Vanelli, followed by Sweet Spirit, then County Harvest, and last of all was Sir Griff. Around the turn, 400 to go, and Gregan in the centre has reached the lead. The Lioness went a bit wide on the turn. Yarrow Place gets up along the inside. Now Crown Chief is running on. In behind those, looking for a run was Summer Gold as they race down towards the 200. Gregan is the leader. Now Cinnamon Sky is putting in a run, and here comes Crown Chief. Crown Chief raced up quickly on the outside, hit the lead. It's Crown Chief, although Gregan's fighting back strongly. Gregan and Crown Chief, they hit the line. Gregan has kicked again and won. Gregan has kicked again to beat Crown Chief. Now Summer Gold is third, Yarra Place, Cinnamon Sky. Sweet Spirit back behind those, County Harvest. Then Vanelli, Son of Ma, never really a chance. Sir Griff and the Lioness, the last pair.
Second up for a spell from 10, Gregan just holds it over the favourite. 7 Crown Chief and 2 Summer Gold. 10, 7 and 2. Canberra race 7, 1 to come at 6.53. Gosford, high dock at $2.20 at Canberra.
I think that was a fairly good start. Brockenhurst got away well down towards the inside. Dionysus goes up on the outside, followed by Noble L, then Little Wolf on the rails. In behind those sorting themselves out was Famous Courtesan, followed by Sandpiper Lane, Finian down on the rails. Further back in the field, Waylon, followed by Rich Sky, and a half a length Portsea at the tail of the field. As they settle down and race towards the next bend, they've got about 900 to go. And Dionysus, a clear-cut leader, a length and a half, Noble L. 2 off to Brockenhurst, and neck off fourth on the inside, Little Wolf. 2 behind those as they race down the side, Famous Courtesan. Then Sandpiper Lane back centre field, a further break Waylon. Fenian down on the inside, followed by Portsea, and Rich Sky last of all. Racing down with about 600 to go, the last at Canberra, and Dionysus taken on by Noble L on the outside. 2 off third there, running on was Brockenhurst, followed by Little Wolf. Famous Courtesan starts a run, followed by Sandpiper Lane. A further break to Waylon as they race towards the turn. Well back was Portsea, followed by Fenian and Rich Sky, but around the home turn, Dionysus the leader. leader. Now running on well, Famous Courtesan down the outside. Between those, Noble L followed by Little Wolf, and then Brockenhurst switched out. Sandpiper Lane is running on, but halfway down the straight, and Famous Courtesan on the outside has reached the lead. Noble L is battling away, followed by Dionysus, and then Sandpiper Lane, but it's Famous Courtesan drawing clear as they get down towards the line. Sandpiper Lane is flashing up, but too late, and Famous Courtesan has beaten Sandpiper Lane. Noble L is third, followed then by Brockenhurst, Dionysus, Waylon. Further back behind those then, Little Wolf. A break in the field, then Portsea, followed by Rich Sky and Fenian pulling up very quickly.
Amanda Langlar, the trainer of the winner of the last there, 10 Famous Courtesan, 5:21.70, 8 Sandpiper Lane, 6 Noble L. And we thank Tony Campbell for his calls today. Now to Penrith for race number 2. We've got dollars for Dot, $5.80. A Grand Montana at $1.80. Darren Hancock on this 6-year-old. Let's have a look at the other runners. Copper Hahn at $9.20. So 3 runners under the $10 mark. 7, 5 and 8, the tips there from Kev. Gold Coast, 6, 10, 11, Supreme Chef, 14.50, 3.40. Quinella, 69.30, Trifecta, $3,666. And at Shepparton, 841, Hot on Ice, 261.80, Quinella, 26.50, Trifecta, $143.50. Having a look at the first from Gosford, they join us in, the lucky last from Gosford, they join us in 5 minutes. Race 9, 2 to go. Deb Stars, $2.60. Tina's a Dancer, $5.90. Gold License, $8.60. Wrecker Frank, 20. Bikini Rocket, 13. Shorter Super Tab. Fantasy Ruler is at 10. And Sun Tiki, $3.90, with the reserve of the 10 at $27. 1, 2 and 8, the tips there from Johnny McDermott. Canberra Divs, 10, 8 and 6. Famous Courtesan, 521.70. Quinella, 7.80. Trifecta, $124.50. That's pre-race formation at Penrith for the second. It's over the 25-20.